All right. This is the 10th time I'm trying to do this. I keep making them 20 minutes long. This one's super important, but I got to make it short. So just listen, because this is the moment that will make or break whether your journey to becoming healthy and informed in the right way will either stop and you'll plateau here, or you'll keep moving forward and you will find yourself in a much better position. The choice is literally yours. This is the easiest and the hardest step. It comes down to you. And if you're willing and ready to accept that everything you've ever learned might be wrong. Everything your doctors ever told you, everything you've ever learned in school, all of it's backwards. None of it's true. There might be 5% of it that's true around the basics. It's not easy to accept that. It's honestly got to be the hardest thing you could ever do. The best analogy is the movie The Matrix. When they're freeing Neo from the Matrix and he's waking up in the real world, he goes into cardiac arrest. And they say it's because after a certain age, the mind has a hard time letting go because you get stuck in your ways. Information becomes permanent. It becomes permanent code in who you are. And letting go of that after a lifetime of it being the only thing you knew, not an easy thing to ask people to do. But if you're willing to look, the information's there, the facts are there, statistics are there, the truth is there. It's all there. So you just have to be willing to look at it and not close your eyes. That's it. So that's what we're doing here. I'm just going to give you a few references of people that are way more than credible, telling you for themselves that what I'm saying is true.
It's important for us to understand that none of these things exist that they made up, that they call diseases. Like there is no diabetes, there is no multiple sclerosis, there is no ALS. How could I say such a thing? Right? Here's what I'm saying. When the body has all of its biological and psychological needs met, it will function optimally. That's how it was designed. When those are not being met, it has to adapt. That adaptation is what we call a disease. And as an example, if I'm eating a lot of bread, pasta, potato, rice, and cake, I'm going to have a lot of glucose in my interstitial fluid. My cells will reflexly become insulin resistant because that's what has to happen. Otherwise, they'll die. So I go to the hospitals, and these warlocks with the white coats are going to say you have diabetes.
There's one telling you all illnesses, viruses, diseases, they're all lies. They're not real. It's all based on tons of deficiencies and the repercussions of deficiencies in having a weak immune system, poisons, toxins, parasites.
Don't get
Here he
diagnosed.
is
Just
again.
stay away from doctors. You only go to a doctor if you have trauma. You don't go to them for help. Remember, they don't study health. They study this mythological list of diseases, which is growing and growing. Why would you go to someone who knows nothing about health to get healthy? Crazy, right? Don't get diagnosed.
Yeah, if you couldn't drive it home anymore, like he said, doctors do not study health. They do not study nutrition. They do not study how to heal you. They do not study how to cure you. They study symptoms and enough about the human body that they can diagnose and isolate symptoms and make it sound like they know what they're talking about. And physical trauma, like he said, if you're injured, like break your arm, cut your arm open, something like that, absolutely, you go to the doctor. That is what a doctor is good for. Patching you up when you physically are broken. 100%. Don't ever find a reason not to go to the doctor if you're actually injured. That's crazy. They just don't understand health. But they can put you back together.
There's no medication that reverses diabetes. There's no medication that reverses heart disease. There's no medication that reverses Alzheimer's dementia. There's no medication that actually generates health. Only diet and lifestyle strategies generate health. And so that should obviously be the foundation of our medical system. But unfortunately, we're not very well trained as physicians to know that information or to coach on it. There's
Again, just another qualified physician who just feels robbed, bamboozled, scammed. Now she's pissed. Now she's exposing it because it's corrupt and it's backwards, and the entire world is suffering, and their lives and their health are essentially being sacrificed for profit. That's all it is. It's just straight profit from Big Pharma. There is no other way to look at it. There's too much money involved for them to go back now. There's no money in nature. There's no money in herbs. You can't patent nature. So they can't make money off the real medicine, the real solutions. There's no money there. So they replicate it in a lab and they make it out of chemicals and they feed you synthetic medication that just contributes to killing.
Or a third drug. So you run out of the essential nutrients your body needs, then something breaks, so you go to the only medicine that your insurance pays for, which is allopathic MD-directed medicine. The doctors don't know anything about medical nutrition. They don't believe that the body can cure itself, so they give you a drug that manages the problem. The drug, in its working in the human body, also burns through nutrients. So after 6 months or a year, the drug stops working, or they need to increase its potency, or they need to give you a second or a third drug, and then you get worse, and then you need another drug, and then it gets worse, and then you need surgery, and then you get a second.
He's saying the same thing. Illnesses are BS. Medications BS. You have a deficiency, it leads to an issue, because deficiencies lead to your immune system being compromised, which creates an open door for toxins, for poisons, parasites to come in and poison you and to make you unwell. And then the medication contributes to that. It makes you worse. It will band-aid the symptoms. It'll make them go away for a minute. But it comes with a catch. There's always a catch. Antibiotics, they kill the infection, but they can't differentiate between good and bad bacteria. So yeah, it kills the bad bacteria, that is the infection, but it also kills all the good bacteria, which is your immune system. Now you're compromised. Your infection's gone. Your chance of getting a new infection is 1,000 times more likely now. Like, literally. But your chance to get anything is 1,000 times more likely now. They've just guaranteed that you're going to be a customer again soon, because rebuilding your immune system doesn't happen overnight, and most people don't even know how to do it. You know, most people do not take pro and prebiotics after they take antibiotics. And that's just like step one. And most people don't even do that. They keep you sick on purpose. The entire system is built on you being sick. Healthy people do not spend money at a hospital. Only sick people spend money. You have to be sick for them to make money. Their only customers are sick people. If everyone's healthy, they have no customers, they have no jobs, they make no money. So if it's their job to make you healthy, except if they make you healthy, they don't have a job and they make no money. If your job is to do something that will make you not have a job, then that is a very bad system. There's only one way to resolve that, and that's to not actually make people healthy and to just alleviate symptoms enough that people feel better for a duration of time, just long enough that they can come back and continue being a customer, and then rely on you to keep them feeling good, to keep them feeling better. Now they need you. They think you're making them better, but you're actually just their drug dealer and you're keeping them sick on purpose so that you can buy fancy things and go on vacations. It's dark. It's really dark. Honestly, most doctors don't even know they're doing it because they trust the system that indoctrinated them so much that they are just blindly a part of the system now. They're, going back to the Matrix, they're agents, they're anyways. I'm going to cut it off here. There's more I could get into. The moral of this story is you have to be ready to accept that everything you've ever learned about health and nutrition and the medical system could very well be wrong. Now, I'm not saying everything, but the fundamentals of what make you sick, diseases, viruses, the fundamentals of what causes these, the root of it, and how to resolve it and prevent it, 100% everything they tell us is bogus. That is 100%. And that's all that matters to me, is that every sickness, every illness, every disease has been manipulated for profit as a Band-Aid solution, symptom alleviating marketing scheme to keep the dollars rolling in and the people in a trance of thinking they're feeling better and staying sick. Period. You're not meant to get sick. The human body can take care of itself. You literally are not meant to get sick. And if you weren't so toxic as it is, you'd have the resources to fight off sickness and not get sick. It's only because they keep you so poisoned, so toxic, that when an illness does get sent your way, you don't have any resources left for your body to just filter it out and just pass it through, which is what's supposed to happen. So when you exceed the capacity of what your body can handle at one point, like one time, that's when you get sick, and that's when you get symptoms that don't feel so good. But normally, even like a flu, if you were in perfect health, perfect immune system, you've detoxed, you're not toxic at all, and the flu hit you, you'd barely feel it. You'd bounce back in a day. You might not even know you got sick. You might just be low energy because your body would have all of its resources to just kick it out the door. It is insane, the difference. Don't take my word for it. Just keep your mind open and be willing to accept it as you learn. I'm going to cut it off here. Don't forget to follow, like, share the video. We have raffles going. If you want to win some free supplements, we got sea moss with burdock root, with shilajit. Together, this combination, each one of them has over 80 trace minerals. There's only 110, I believe, that the body even needs, and you're getting over 80 in each of these. By themselves, they almost give you every trace mineral you need, your amino acids, either iodine or iodide. One of them's for your thyroid. I get them mixed up. The one for your thyroid health, that's the one that's in it. In terms of any supplement that's like a vitamin or a nutrient that you can take every day, sea moss and shilajit combo, nothing beats it. There's no multivitamin on the planet that's going to do more for you. Not even close. And they give you lots of energy. I mean, this stuff's amazing. And I'm going to be giving away a combo of it. But you got to share. You got to follow. You got to like. Every day, if you share, or if you find my YouTube channel or the Old Ways business page, if you still haven't followed or subscribed, you can get another entry off those as well. We're going to be giving away more and more and more. As we grow, the free stuff is just going to increase. The faster we grow, the faster I'm giving away tons of free stuff. I'm going to give you all the knowledge you need, and then I'm going to send you all the supplements and tools you need to your door. As long as you share and you win. All right. See you in the next video. Everything's a lie.